The competition is cutthroat in the race of men for success. People trip, they fall, they don't even know how to run right. They don't even know how to breathe right when they're running. But why do we fall? Why are we tripping? What are those things that is making us fall and trip? And it's prolonging our progress. In this video, I'm here to give you 3 habits that is stunting your growth, and so that you can get back up and start back up on the race. I'm gonna get straight into it. The first one is doing a level 100 things when you're only level 10. What does that really mean? You see, when we first start out, we always try to overachieve, right? And that's fine, that's good to overachieve, but it's not good when you literally just can't do it. I remember I had times when I literally write out a whole schedule for the day. Like, at this time I do this, at this time I do this, and I would never even follow it at all. I either wake up late and then be discouraged and then not even fucking do shit for the rest of the day because I'm mad at myself for waking up late and ruining the whole schedule. But for example, in a video game, right? Let's say all the levels are open, right? And you're only like level 5. And you go up to level 25 boss, right? You're fucking fighting this big ass boss, and you go up to him and start fighting him. You're gonna get fucking wrecked. So it's like, you can apply this to self-improvement. Like, for example, if you're trying to meditate for maybe 30 minutes and it's like you literally just can't do it, then don't do 30 minutes. Start out with 5. Start out with 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Don't, you have time, especially if you're young and you're a teenager, you have time to get those things right. And what I messed up on in the beginning was I'd always I guess social media, they made this expectation to just be disciplined, cold showers every day, oh, read 100 pages of a book a day. And it's like, they throw this at you and you're like, yeah, I can do that too, right? And then you go out and do it. No, you don't even do it. You go out and you just try to get 5 pages in, you're like, fuck this, right? And then you're like, I'll never be successful. And you start to get discouraged. That's the thing too. It's like, when you're only level 1, 2, it's like you try to do these level 10 things too, and it's like you can't even do those, and then you feel unworthy. You feel that you just can't do it, and then you get discouraged, and then you don't even want to race anymore. And then it's just constant cycle of that. It's almost like a rut. It's like you keep trying to do you keep trying to do level 80 things, but you're only level 10. So it's like, why are you trying to do those types of things? Start out small and go, and then the momentum will build. You start crushing out the levels. Boom, 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 boom. What I did, even 8 months into self-improvement, I totally took a step back because I was trying to overachieve, and then it just was a constant cycle, like I said, of just disappointment, right? So 8 months in, I said, you know what, I'm gonna take a step back, and I started tracking all my progress. I started, okay, all I have to do is read 1 page of a book. All I have to do is meditate for 1 minute. All I have to do is do 1 minute of work. Literally, that was it. I just had to show up and just do 1 minute of it. But with that, of course, a couple days later, I would do 1 minute, but sometimes I'd be like, all right, I might as well just do a little bit more, right? And then you start out fresh, and then all of a sudden you start crushing out the levels. Boom, 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 level 1, level 2, level 3. You start climbing the ranks faster. And that's what acknowledging this and not just going forward. The reason it stunts your progress is because if you just started out by level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just kept going up one by one by one, it's you would have been where you wanted to be if you didn't just try to overachieve yourself. Dude, you can even just go up by 2 levels. You could even go, all right, first week I'm gonna do 5 minutes of meditation. Next week, I'm gonna do 10 minutes of meditation. Next week, I'm gonna do 15 minutes of meditation. Really challenge yourself. But when you kind of have this expectation to kind of do the really hard tasks, for example, I'm gonna do a 10-hour day of work. No, you're not doing that, right? I can't even fucking do that, right? So don't try to, yes, of course, overachieve and you try your best to do whatever you can, but the reason that you're discouraged after not completing the task that you wanted to do is because you're trying to overachieve it. It's small wins, because small wins compound. And that compounding effect is so much greater than just trying to skip 10 levels. Small wins, compounding effect, you will succeed. I started when I started tracking my progress, and I started getting those small wins, like those like small checks, or those like, I started like highlighting it green when I got it right, when I got like the habit right. It's like those add up and like you get more confident. The next habit that stunts your growth is not tracking anything. I made a huge mistake. For the first like 7 months of like my self-improvement journey, I was not tracking anything. I didn't know like what my workouts were like. I didn't know my weight. I didn't know my workouts every day. I didn't know how much I was lifting every day. I didn't know what I was eating every day. It was like some random shit every single day. And it's like, how can you kind of measure the growth when it's like you don't even know what you did yesterday? So how are you gonna grow when you don't even know what you did? But don't just go out and start tracking everything at once. Okay, I'm gonna give you something that you could do, right? For the first week, take 1 week and just track one thing. Let's say you want to track your macros or your calories or whatever. Just strictly just focus on just doing your calories that week. And then the next week, okay, I'm gonna start tracking my lifts. This set I did this set I did that. I'm gonna put up on screen what I've been doing to track my lifts. It would be working sets. And I'd put my first set, second set, third set, and I'd write the reps and how much weight I did. And then when I go again to the gym the next time, I look at that, I'm like, okay, I have to beat that. And then I grow and I get better, I get bigger muscles. You could apply it to anything else. If you want to start meditating, use the Medito app, because that tracks your stats automatically. You know what sucks? Like, I think it was like two or 3 weeks ago, Medito like kind of had like a revamp. It totally redid its app, and dude, I had like 190 days of meditation, and they wiped all my stats, and it kind of pisses me off because like it was kind of like that was progress, but it is what it is. Nothing gets improved if it's not measured accordingly. Like, for example, I started tracking my habits, like my non-negotiables I wanted to get done every single day. And then right now I've done it for 4 whole months. As you're watching this video, I've done it for 4 months. I'll show you on a video of it. I have like it on my wall to see like where I'm at. And it's like, I've been tracking my habits like for months now. And it's helped me so much to see like where I'm at, if I'm getting better or am I getting lower, like whatever. And every single month I'd add an extra habit. Like, I first started out with just 4 habits that I wanted to track, and I think it was like meditation, I think it was like no fap, and it was like, you're gonna see it on the screen. Like, I just started out small. Like, I didn't expect to get like all red. I didn't expect to get all green too. It's like I just kind of like wanted to see where I was at, and then the next month I can go from looking at the last one and get better on the next one. So really track your habits. I really suggest tracking your habits, tracking your macros, tracking like your work. Like, dude, like this is like, I have like a bunch of like fucking tabs of like just ideas and scripts that I want to do in the future. I keep track of everything. And that's how I know I'm getting better. Like, even on my fucking like wall and stuff, I have like goals like everywhere. I have 2 whiteboards. I have one over there has goals on it and stuff like that. And this can help you stay motivated. It can help you stay, you know what I mean, like confident in yourself, because a lot of times people would just get this like, dude, I used to like always just get so mad at myself because I wouldn't track anything. So I'd be like, oh, I'm not getting better, I'm going downhill. Like, I just started beating myself up for no reason, just because I wouldn't track the things I was doing. Even like with books, like I wouldn't take notes when I did the book. I would just read the book just so I can get the book habit tracked off. But that's not how you're supposed to read books. Like, you're actually supposed to read and understand what you're reading. But when I was doing it, I was just like so focused on like tracking. And that's the thing too, I don't want you to get obsessed with tracking, right? The reason that I track is just to know I'm getting better. I'm not like, okay, like I need to cross this off today. Like, I'm gonna try my best every single day. And if I tried my best, like, I'll get things done. And if you haven't got something done, you didn't try your best. I think Andrew Tate said it. He said, if you truly try your best.
Everybody always says, if you tried your best, that's all that matters. The best is all you can do. If you tried your best, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if you lose if you tried your best. Most people have heard that before. But there is a secret to the universe that most don't know. If you actually try your best, you can't lose.
Maybe I'll find the video and put it up, but he said, if you're truly trying your best, you can't lose. So even doing the habits, tracking the habits keeps me accountable. Everything, all these trackers keep me accountable. Because if I didn't get stronger from the last lift, I'd be like, okay, what happened? Why didn't I do better than last time? Am I low on calories? Was I didn't get enough sleep? Not enough water? Like, it's like these types of things. It's like, that's how you get better. Don't use it to kind of just worry. Use it as like a thing to grow. Habit number 3 that stunts your growth is climbing other mountains. But what does that really even mean? When you start self-improvement, there's so many options to make money, what books to read. There's so many paths, and it's so difficult to like pick one and stick with one. So most of the time when I first started out, I was figuring it out. I was like jumping from business model to business model. I started off with drop shipping, then copywriting, then what else did I do? I tried even doing like flipping stuff, and I tried even like short form content and like marketing. I tried like a bunch of things. I even tried like DM setting. I tried building an agency. I tried copywriting again. Like there's so many things like I tried, and then I eventually ended up on YouTube. So it's like there's so many paths, and when you go to like figure it out, like you're in this period of just figuring it out, what I want to do, what I want to achieve, what type of business model I want to do, how do I want to make money, where do I want to go in the future. It's like those types of things. It's like you're so vulnerable in that position because you're not really secure. So it's like you might climb other mountains and not even know it. Like I was climbing the short form content, like making, like I was doing short form content for Andrew Tate and Hustle University. I was making short form content, and I was doing that for I think like 7 or 8 months, and like I climbed a mountain I didn't want to be on, and I completely just stopped doing it, and I had to like ungroove myself. I had to climb back down the mountain and then see where I wanted to go again. So it honestly, like I did grow from it, but I want you to make sure that you know where that you want to go. Because I wasn't like I was just like immature. Like I was just like, okay, like I want to do this, I want to do that. I wasn't like, all right, what do I really want in life, and how do I make money with my purpose? So it's like I really suggest before we start climbing other mountains on all these mountains, it's not a bad idea, to be honest, if you really want to go and learn, but it's just like I want to save you time. Because I wish someone would have told me, all right, like you need to just find your purpose. That's all you got to worry about, and then how can you make money with your purpose, or how can you do other things, and then you start climbing that mountain. Also, this whole thing with like, oh, just take action without a plan, it's just fucking bullshit, bro. Like people are just like, just take action, like people don't know what the fuck to do. Like you're telling people to go and take action when they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know what's out there. They don't know what they even want in life. You're just like, oh, go take action. You're being a bitch, go take action. It's fucking bullshit. I really suggest taking a couple days, maybe even a week, to really think. I'd rather you spend a whole month not doing anything but figuring out your purpose than waste 6 to 7 or 8 months doing what I did and just climb other mountains. Like I really go and figure out what's out there and what you want to get. The whole thing with the taking action thing, I'd rather you have a plan, because fucking Abraham Lincoln, he said like, if I had 8 hours to chop a tree, I'd take 6 hours to sharpen my axe. Literally the same exact thing. Like, dude, when I make these videos, the only time I spend like filming the video is like I take maybe less than an hour filming the video, and then less than an hour editing the video. The rest of the time I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm reading books, I'm listening to podcasts. Like I'm not like all day like just taking action, just scripting, and then doing like filming YouTube videos. Like I'm out there learning, seeing what's out there, and then boom, go and climb up the mountain, see what I've learned, and then climbing. Because what will happen too, like in the beginning, you're so excited to like start improving yourself, starting to see like all these things that you want to do, and then you like projectile up a mountain, and like all of a sudden like you're halfway up it, or like you're like a quarter up the mountain, and you're like, oh, like I really don't feel good about this. I really don't want to do this anymore. So it's like I want to save you time and just understand your purpose, where you want to go, plan things out, and then go and start climbing. Like, dude, like I'd rather you spend let's say you had a 12 months to figure it out. I'd rather you spend like 8 months figuring it out and like seeing what's out there, learning what's out there, and finding your purpose than you just climbing a bunch of fucking mountains. Of course, when you find something that you think you're interested in, go and like see what it's about. Go and climb that mountain. The reason I did climb the mountain is because I felt like I was running out of time. So I was like, okay, I gotta climb. I have to do this, I have to do that. And I was just like, I just take a step back and hold myself back from just like climbing the mountains I didn't want to go up. Be more precise. Understand what mountains that you want to climb and then just start climbing. With that, I hope this video has helped you. Don't forget to continue your journey and keep moving forward.